Time they get up there, they'd go grab it. Try to lay it off on me.
What, your dad not know about this?
Oh,
Daddy got it too, didn't
he? Dad didn't touch it. He
No.
didn't touch it, but he wouldn't say nothing.
Yes, he would. Now, the story I heard from Harold is that Daddy gets somebody to sit up on the counter with him and reached back there to pull the string, and y'all had rerouted it and had another hole there because they kind of got used to this one over here. And Daddy reached back there to pull the string and stuck himself. You never heard that one? And that's when Daddy made y'all take it out.
They kept them broke all the time. Instead of pulling a string, usually they jerk it really hard. Just a round twine string, you know.
Yeah.
Then we stopped there. We had nail kegs. You've seen these nail kegs that hold 100 pounds of nail. About that big around. Some of them, are, according to size nails, the bigger they are to get 100 pounds in them. And we used them around the heater to sit on, 8 or 10 of them. I come over to town. I got a bottle of what in the name is some kind of ointment. The trouble of it is it smelled. You could smell the stuff.
Wintergreen?
Huh?
Wintergreen?
No.
Oh, what was it?
Anyway, you could put 2
Mustard
drops.
oil. Mustard oil.
Mustard oil. Put 2 drops on each nail keg. They better not sit out on that. They set them on fire.
Through your clothes.
But I got that myself. Now I put it on there and thought it was gone. Come in and after and sit down and it still burned. But everybody come in and stand around for hours. It evaporate in about an hour. They just stand around for about an hour. Wouldn't sit down on one of those kegs for nothing. So they're pretty sure it was all gone. And then we'd walk up there and be a bunch down there talking, telling some dirty joke or something. You just take your foot and just kick the bottom of that nail keg, and it'd go out across the floor, and that guy hit the floor just like that. We'd do that. And they all told me, he said, they bet $1 that I wouldn't kick it out from under East Bowden. He was our uncle's brother-in-law, and he was deaf and dumb. And he'd killed one guy, and he's fairly mean. He'd shoot you in a minute. And I kept him from killing Leonard Crenshaw up there one day. He was in my truck, my dad's truck. I was taking him home. But anyway, they bet me $1 I wouldn't kick it out from under him. But he liked me. He'd just trust me with anything, really. So I walked over and kicked it out from under him, but I caught him before he hit the floor too fast. And they would give me $1 then if I hadn't caught him. He laughed big about it. So I knocked that keg plumb out from under him, but he fell. It started back, or I caught him, didn't let him hit the ground too hard. I didn't want to make him mad. I wasn't scared of him, but I just didn't want to make him mad.
Yeah.
Didn't trust him.
He come in one day, he'd been off somewhere and got in a fight with Crenshaw and 2 or 3 other guys, and they all got drunk. So he come by the store there and walked on out there to Jim's house. And I knew something was wrong. First thing you know, I come out there and they're wobbling around. I said, get in the truck, I'll take you home. I said, you ain't got no business down there, you're too drunk. He crawled in the truck. So I said, now who you been fighting with? Oh, them guys, one of them on a horse, he said, and this and that. Give him a sign, you know, he can talk a little bit. And I got an understanding out of him. It was 3 or 4 of them, but I couldn't understand who it was. So we just went around the curve, and I seen him grab that gun and roll that glass down and took a aim. And they was coming down the road. One of them's on a horse and 3 more walking. I throwed them brakes on that truck, and I said, give me that gun. And they'd signed, you know, hit him, and he started to give it to me, and then he started out, I'm going to kill her. He could say that. But he didn't just say it, you know, it just wouldn't come out plain enough, but he could say something that's real easy. So I got him to give me the gun, and after the second time, carried him on home. They come to find out that all 4 of them had beat him up. And they was hunting for him, and he come down. If I let him run, he'd have killed everyone.
It took 4 of them to whip him, huh?
They still hadn't whipped him. He'd got away from him. I don't know why they hadn't beat him to death.
He pretty big.
He was a big guy, and you just didn't know how stout he was. He was stout.
Back in those days, Scotty, people worked so hard. I mean, they were built. Uncle France
he was
used
big,
to be
he
built
just
up
hard. Yeah, he wasn't big. He just tall, fairly tall, and just hard built. So Uncle John got him a job. There's something wrong with him. He just kept going down, down, down. He hadn't had a job in 7 or 8 years. There wasn't no work. The war broke out. And I was in Arizona.
Which war?
World War II.
Yeah, World War II.
See, the Depression come along in '29, the stock market crashed, and everybody lost everything they had.
Yeah, when we had a president.
And the bottom fell out of everything, and cattle, you couldn't sell cattle, you couldn't sell cotton, you couldn't sell nothing.
Hoover took over then. That's when Hoover was president.
Yeah.
He stopped foreign trade on cotton. Boom, out it went. But anyway, I went to Arizona working out there as a carpenter helper, and that guy said, "Do you know where I could get a carpenter, good carpenter somewhere?" I said, "I need one to build about 20 houses to ship up there to lumber camp. They're going to start a new big lumber camp out there, and they're going to build them portable, where we can take them apart and put them together." And we started on them. We had 2 or 3 of them built. I told him, yeah, I knew a guy called Uncle John. He said, "I'd be there just quick as I can get there." He went somewhere and borrowed some money, and here he comes.
Who, Uncle John or Biden?
Uncle John. So Uncle John worked for him for about a week, and the superintendent come down there and he said, "I won't say moving them. I want this guy here to go to Flagstaff and build him houses at Flagstaff at our mill up there. We can put them on a train and send them right out to log camp." They said they about got the railroad finished up there. We won't have to load them on here, and then take them up there and load them back. Instead, he just put them on the log train and send them right up. So he took him to Flagstaff. He had to have somebody, and he sent and got Reese. Reese worked 3 days, and it was 0 weather, and he walked in the little house they built there, carpenter house, where they cut out stuff and worked in there. It's a heater that warm fell dead in there.
Fell dead.
Uncle John, I'd like to kill him. He was up there by himself with him. And so he just took him and...
See, Reese Biden was Uncle John's wife's brother.
brother-in-law.
See, Uncle John Brazel was married Aunt Agnes Bowden.
Agnes Bowden.
Sweetest woman in the world.
Bowden lived up here around Fort Tower. They was up in there. I went with one of the Bowden girls one time. She come down and visit with them. My dated her. She's a nice girl. And then another one come down. She was better looking, but she
Who was that guy y'all talked about in Cerro Gordo that when he was a little boy he swallowed some lye and his throat stopped up?
Oh, yeah, he was an old man when I known him. No.
And he
He
couldn't.
eat his nose off.
Well, no, I heard Gerald and tell it that his throat glued together, and they had his stomach.
What Bennington?
What Bennington? And they had
They
run a
put a tube.
tube into his stomach.
Tube right here. Oh yeah, that's what
And he would eat or whatever, you know. He'd have to pour food and stuff in his tube, his stomach. If you want to drink,
up here.
huh?
Tube was right up here.
And they used to tell about him
It was about the size of your thumb.
going to the party, you know. And they'd all go to the party and pass a whiskey bottle around, and everybody take a drink.
They just pour it in there.
And him, he just poured it in the tube.
They'd find whiskey and beer and all. Just see him do it.
Did you
just
get
take
drunk
out
that way?
A little
Yeah,
funnel.
you get drunk
Just
out of it.
pull a little funnel and pour it in there. But he just drank himself to death that way.
But you know, somebody, Gerald also told me that in later years or something, he coughed or something, and his throat came open. Did you ever
I've
hear
heard
that?
that. I've heard that. I never seen him after that.
Yeah.
I heard that, and then they cut this, they took that tube that was out of here and put it up in his throat.
See,
He
that-
could eat all right.
See, nowadays that would be no problem. They would just go in there and they'd cut that throat open, they'd put a tube down in there to heal back so it wouldn't grow together. There wouldn't be no problem, you know. But boy, back in those days, doctors were crude. They didn't know nothing.
But they brought that from way up here and brought it out and then put a tube over that instead of putting one down in it, they put it over to keep it from cheering or something down. And it'd close up, and he'd have to open it up and get it. But I've seen him do it. I knew him real well. I don't know if Gerald ever seen him or not, but I'd haul cotton to Ida Bell, and I'd go down. And once in a while, the guys haul cotton said, "I'll buy you a beer." Take me by the beer joint, and we'd drink a beer. But I'd drink a beer now and then, and we'd go by that, and he'd be in there, and somebody'd be buying him a beer.
Just to watch
He was
him
pretty
do that.
honest. He wouldn't work. He wouldn't do a thing in the world. He wouldn't work a lick. He just let somebody feed him. His mother was a widow woman.
Who was he?
Hoyt Billingsley.
Hoyt Billingsley.
Yeah, his name was Hoyt Edwards, you know.
Yeah, I remember Hoyt Edwards.
He wouldn't hit a top either. Hoyt Edwards wouldn't. His dad made him work when he was about 18, 19 years old. Right there, he quit working. He married a school teacher, and he finally died of arthritis. But he had clouts. They called it Johnny Ray. He had that 8 times that I knew of. And I figured that's what caused his arthritis. I don't know.
Do you remember the year that Daddy put electricity in the store in the church in our house over there? Bought one of those power generators.
Yeah, right. Percy Thomas operated the outfit for us, and the company that he bought it from put it in, but he never did pay for it. It cost too much to operate. Dad couldn't afford it. He put it in. It cost, the unit cost $500. The battery was supposed to last 5 years, and it took 16 batteries. It was a DC outfit. And every third automatic, every third light you turn on, every 160 watt bulb, that'd be 180 watts. Every 180 watts that come on, whatever it was, why, it automatically start to generate. In other words, the lights that run off of a battery, off of them 16 batteries, I believe it was. It might have been more or less, but it was all automatic, and it was good, worked good. And we put lights down through the store, put one out in our house. We put them out in church. I can't hardly remember.
Oh yeah, Mother's telling me she got mad because he put them in the Baptist church, wouldn't put them down in the homeless church. Yeah.
Well, they didn't stay in the Baptist church very
See,
long.
Daddy went to the Baptist church and Mother went to the homeless church. They didn't go to the same
Yeah,
church.
this was right out there,
Huh?
What
right
kind
out
of
there at
church
the
mother
house.
go to?
Homeless church, Church of Christ.
And I took care of all the lights for the Baptist and homeless church both. Lanterns, gasoline lanterns, mantles, and generators. And
But Mother never
Yeah,
wouldn't
maybe.
join any church because she said no church believes exactly the way I believe. But the homeless church believes closer to the way I believe than any other churches, so that's where she attended and went. But she wouldn't become a member of the church.
Mother had a DC electric iron. She earned all day every Tuesday. That generator run all day long every Tuesday.
Just to keep that iron going, huh?
All day long.
Gee.
And them batteries done good. I had one battery there that had a white ball in it and had a ridge on it. And that ball was at the top. Well, your batteries was all up. They'd all hooked up together some way or another, and I don't know why that battery would show it up if they all had to be up. If one of them was down, it'd go down. But that ball got to where it stayed down the bottom at all times. So they said about time the batteries played out. And it's supposed to, I believe it's 5 years. I may be mistaken in that. But Dad said it didn't last as long as it's supposed to. He said, I hadn't got it paid for yet, and I can't afford to buy the batteries, keep it running, so I just have to turn it back to
Can you imagine
it was under warranty, but they still wouldn't.
what was wages in 10 cents an hour?
Huh?
How much were wages during that period of time?
Oh, it's 50 to $1 a day.
Oh, that's for the Depression.
50's got at least they ever got if you got a job at that.
But $1 a day, so you
A dollar a day was average.
a day. Oh, a day. Okay, yeah.
Not an hour, a day.
Okay, that's about 10 cents an hour.
And that lasted a long time. 1930.
Well, can you imagine paying $500 for an electric generator? $500
That's what
for
it was.
wages of
That's what
10
he
cents an hour?
Paying by the month, paid a little bit on the month. And
No wonder Daddy went bankrupt. He had no business buying that.
no, but it was so good to have. What he did have it. So he took $5 of gas a week to operate.
I know, friends. What
No.
$500 in would be like having 50,000 a day.
Now, right now, we'll go out there and buy something for $5,000 now, and not think much about it. About 500 then, they worry you to death. But we don't know what our future is now. We're dead.
No.
But I know it's lots of difference.
A lot of difference, yeah.
Lots of difference.
Just when I was a boy, you know, in the 40s, you know, wages were 75 cents an hour.
See, I married in 36. Or did I? 38, let's see. I've been married 49.
He got married in 38, I believe.
48.
Tell me about this gold thing. It's
Say what?
gold story about down there in the caves.
I didn't understand.
The gold. You remember the gold story about the cave?
Oh
down there?
yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I couldn't follow you. Yeah, but I was going to tell you on something there first, but I forgot what that was.
Are you getting married?
About you been married in 38 or
Oh, yeah.
36?
I worked for a guy clearing land in blackberry briars in the bottom with rattlesnakes and everything else down in there, from sun up to sundown, 30 days for $30. That don't sound right, does it?
30 days, $1 a day.
And I wasn't
Sun
quite
up to
through, and I got a
sundown.
job at Wright City for $1.40 a day, and I moved over there. Moved over and got down to
I remember when you lived at Wright
Right.
City.
Yeah, I got $12, made around $12 a week over there when I got my 40 hours. So, but that's what you're talking about. There's no boy there in the country, me and him. Besides, we'd go to the Centennial at Dallas. We're pretty good friends. Pistol Irvin, I don't know whether you remember him or not. He got shell shot or something out in the service, the Navy. He lived back out here, and I haven't seen him since I come back. I went out there. We were real good friends. He's in pretty bad shape, they say. But I'm ashamed of myself. He sent word he's coming up here, and I sent word I was coming down there, and I still hadn't. But anyway, we went to Dallas Centennial. And he borrowed $7 from me to go. And I had an old 34 Chevrolet truck. I was hauling peaches and everything around, making every dime I could get a hold of. And we went. And he told me, he says, I got some money coming, and I'll pay you when I get that. He's working for $7 a month in his board for this guy. So we went to Centennial and had a big time. We started out afoot. We were going to walk to Idabel. We didn't get 100 yards. And Uncle Jim and a guy come along and said, "Where you going?" I said, "We're going to Dallas." I had a sack of clothes on the floor and a change of clothes, and he had one. So we're going to Dallas, Centennial. We're going to Hoboken out there. And he said, "That's where we're going, Dallas." I said, "We're going up there to one of them Jews and try to buy a bunch of stuff and sell it on auction here. Bring it back to Idabel and sell it on auction." We rode back into that truck all the way up to Dallas. We're up in an old field out there that night on a wagon sheet. Went down to the barber shop, and Uncle Jim gave the guy a dime, let him shave. So he let him, he shaved. Of course, me and Pistol, we didn't have to shave. We didn't need no shave. So we just washed up and went down and found his sister. His sister was living there, so we went down there and to a cafe and eat a hamburger apiece.
How old were you?
Oh, we was about 19 or
19 or 20.
And so his sister was there. And I got a hamburger there, and she said, go back to the guest house where she stays. When she got off work, she'd be there. So we had to give Uncle Jim this address. I don't know how come us to. But anyway, we got back on a streetcar or something, went back down there in a big old house. So she came in from work, and we went out and got a snack or something else to eat. Come back, well, they sat around on the porch, talked, 4 or 5 girls, and me and him. They fixed us pallets down there, and we stayed all night. Next morning, while we was going to Centennial, she didn't have to work that day. Yeah, she had to work for the day. So you come back about noon, why, she'd go get off and we'd go to Centennial. In the meantime, up just before noon, Uncle Jim and this guy drove up. She hadn't got there yet. When she come in, these two girls was with her. And they all come in the house, and Uncle Jim said, have y'all been to Centennial? And we said, no. He said, we decided we'd go. Y'all want to go with us? I thought, well, I'll just go to you. And we just thought me and him, you know. So Fisher asked her if she'd been. She said, oh, I've been 3 or 4 times, but I'll go with you. So it cost $2 to get in there. So we went on to Centennial and stayed all evening, part of the way in the night before we ever come back. And so we stayed that night, and we got up the next day and started out, and Uncle Jim said, well, we're going home too. We hadn't done no business. So he started back home, and he got down there, some of the little town, they decided they'd go across somewhere else. So we got out, and we flagged the ride, started flagging the ride, and then getting where at it, and come back and got a bus. He had enough money to get to Idabel on. Had about $3 left to get to Idabel. And we got into Idabel, and wasn't nobody coming on down to Cerro Gordo, so we went out there and find out what we'd get a motel for. We'd get one for $1. We went back uptown walking around there, and we ran across a couple of girls. They were looking for a bed, and I said, well, I got $2 left. I said, buy them that bed. I'll give you $1, you buy that bed. We sleep in the other house, in the other room. So he'd give it to them. They went out to the same motel. We up and carried their suitcases after we stayed all night. So I said, I hadn't got $1 left. I'm not going to buy their breakfast. So we slipped off all the time before they got up. We stayed in the service station waiting, calling Harold or somebody to come get us. So we sent them pass over there looking for us everywhere. They carried him away in suitcases. I didn't want to carry those suitcases back to town for them. I knew one of them. I didn't know the other. So we stayed there till Harold, I guess, come and got us, brought us home. Then a few days, Pistol told me, he said, I never did tell you this, but he said, I'm going to tell you. He said, I was down there plowing, getting that strawberry patch ready for Curtis Pauly. And said, you know, I dug up a sack, plowed up a sack, said it was about that deep. I said it was about that big around. And it had gold pieces about the size of $50. And they're wrapped in rolls about that long, in cellophane paper. And they'd all stacked in this sack. Perfect. And I said, well, how many was it? He said, no telling. It was lots of them. And he said, I filled all my pockets full, got my big old straw hat, got it full. Said, I grabbed that stuff up and I left my mules right there. Said, I carried that to the house. Curtis told me to go get my mules up.
That's Curtis Pauly, right?
Huh?
Curtis Pauly, right?
Mm-hmm. Curtis Pauly, and he got the mules up. Curtis got all ready, and I went to the house, changed clothes. And he come to the store, and Curtis bought 5 gallons of gasoline. He said, do you remember when we come by there and got 5 gallons of gasoline? He said, yeah. He said, we were taking that gold to Idabel right there. I said, look at gold. Said, 3 days later, Joe Huff at Idabel had that crooked sheriff that had that. Said he brought 4 or 5 pieces down there, cut half in 2, and said it's all counterfeit. So he took it for granted. He said, I'll pay you back as quick as I can get my pay for working $7 a month in his board. And he paid me. A month or so later, he paid me back. Curtis, Daddy died, left that place, and it wasn't paid for. And he was working on the Forest Service for $35 a month. Hiring Pistol and worked for him for $7 a month and give him his board. And he was making the crop, and he was working here. So bought it, had an old team of mules his dad left. And he went and bought a mule, young pair of mules, great big, nice, boy, there's a $400, $500, $600 set of mules. Back in them hard times, there's a
Mules
team
were
of
a
mules.
lot of money.
They were still pretty high then, but that was a whole lot of money he paid for.
That was for the tractor
He
days.
paid off his mortgage on the property. He bought him about 25 head of cattle and put on his place. And he paid for his car. And about a year after that, he built him another house on the place up there. And then he went to Ashdown and bought him a house in Ashdown, nice place in Ashdown. I never have seen it, I know about where it is. And got on the tower commission as the head supervisor of it. And bought him a new car, and he stayed right there till he died. He had plenty of money. So that made us figure that money was good. I'd always rubbed him up. Money was good. His wife
That was in the field right up above the caves.
he come up too quick. It wasn't no money.
But then there's some more people that come through there with a map, come to the store looking for the cave.
Oh, they've been there every year. People after people after people have been looking for that money for a long time.
But
Still are. Still
But
are.
Harry-
They've been come down in the last few years.
Cheryl and Harold tell me about these guys coming. They had this
Jigger County.
Geiger counter or whatever it was, some kind of instrument. And y'all went down there Sunday after church, and there was this print of this pot right there by the cave, top of the cave. An old chunks of metal pot was laying there. Huh?
They
You remember that?
Nah, I heard them somebody telling they always found them pots. But they even, a bunch come in from here from overseas was out and went down in there and they got hired Pete Leo with a backhoe come down there.
Yeah, I know that. That's been here.
And I went down there where they
That's-
dug that up, and I
that's
had a
what-
Geiger counter, and we got readings all over that place. Since they done gone out here, since I've been back. We got readings with one of them Geiger counters all over the place.
Geiger counter or
Geiger
a
counter, Geiger counter,
or
whatever you
one
call
of
it.
those
Metal
detector.
And you can turn it where it won't pick up nothing but gold, or you can pick up nothing but silver, or pick up nothing but metal. And it pick it up on all of it. All over it.